5 months ago I was ignorant of how other cultures interacted with and were different than American culture or my own culture. Today, however, I'm more aware of global cultures and how they interact with my culture. So what changed? I met a German student named Friedrich Haas, and interacting with him helped me better understand global accommodation. What is global accommodation? Well, I'll tell you. Global accommodation is the process in which you set aside your prior understandings of culture and take in a different culture other than your own. Through this process, you learn about the other culture, but more importantly, you learn about yourself and your own culture. So I personally accommodated my own cultural understandings and left my comfort zone and let Friedrich Haas in. So our first interaction involved him coming over to my apartment and I was going to make dinner for him. And throughout this whole process I was nervous about having to learn about his culture and worried that maybe we'd be too different, our cultures would not mix. I went to sleep that night more comfortable with letting Friedrich in my life and more excited about the next interaction. So our next interaction involved Friedrich and I picking up trash along the river trail, and it was his idea, and this brought me out of my comfort zone quite a lot because I was worried people would judge us. You know, this is something you usually see people do. And so Friedrich started talking to me and told me about all these things in Germany that students and generally the government does. They're very aware of nature and they like to preserve it, and there's lots of organizations and committees, and students often go out of their way to pick up trash. And so by the end of this night I was fully appreciative of kind of this German culture and felt proud of myself that I got to partake in this and learn, you know, what I thought was how to better society. So by the end of this night I was quite excited. He taught me about, you know, his culture and preserving nature, and it's not something that I usually did or saw people do, so I was excited to implement this back into my own culture. So in the end, returning to my own culture, I brought with me more information on other cultures, specifically German culture, but now I'm really more open to other cultures. So with this information, I hope to change my life by picking up trash. Maybe not just change my life, but change the life of people around me, helping nature, bettering society. And I look to expand my food tastes and try foods from different countries. You know, be more open to it. So as MSU has quite a diverse student body, I can proceed confidently through the rest of my student career here, knowing that other cultures are just like mine, and really differences aren't so scary. And I can actually learn a lot from them.